Shalom u'bracha to the ganze olam. Hope everybody's doing well. I just want to share with you a story that was brought down from Rabbi David Asher, and we're doing this for stories to inspire. Just another story to be inspired by. So Giveret Cohen is what we're going to call her. Obviously, this is not really her name. Giveret Cohen was a poor widow who lived in Elad with no real source of income. She had several children, and she struggled to raise them on her own. Very hard, very difficult. It's already difficult for the regular people, regular marriages. They both have jobs, difficult. Anyways, one day, when her suffering became too much to bear, she traveled to the home of Chacham Ovadia Yosef. And there she was greeted by the Rav's Gabbai, and she begged and begged. She said, please, I am a broken, spirited person. I am downtrodden. I need to speak to the Rav for a moment. I really need to get in. Well, I don't know what the line is. I need to get in. So the Gabbai brought her in, and soon she found herself standing in front of her Ovadia Yosef. She tried to open up her mouth to speak, but she couldn't. She was overwhelmed. A lot of times that happens. You have a whole plan what to say, and you burst out crying. And she's crying and crying. And while she was crying, she found the koyach to just pour out her troubles, describing the hardship that she faced. Specifically, parnasa, to make ends meet. I have children. It's impossible. It's really impossible, and I need help. And she said, I did not come for a bracha. I'm not here to get a bracha from you. I'm here to get money. I'm here for financial help. I can't do it anymore. This is the most pressing need, and I really need your help. So the Rav listened intently, and she said, maybe you could speak to somebody on my behalf. I can't walk out of here without money. I can't. He said, don't worry. And I'm going to help you out personally. Don't worry. And he filled up an envelope with money. And right away the woman calmed down. She was able to collect herself a little bit. And Rabbi Ovadia said like this. He said, this is for right now. He said, I want you to come back every single month. Every month. This is one of the busiest Rebbeim. Thousands of people. Unbelievable. And he said, I want you to come every single month, and I'm going to have an envelope. I'm going to remember you. I'm going to have an envelope for you. But don't tell anybody about this. Okay, this is private. Don't tell people that, I'm getting it from Ovadia. 1 month later, she came back, and the money came, and it was a tremendous relief for her. And again, she felt like she was back into it. She's a mother, and, still there's things going on. It's a sad life, a widow. But at least she felt like she was accomplishing. She had the parnasa, and she was going. And this went on for how many years? Not for 1 year, not for 2 years, everybody say. For 7 years. 7 years every month, he made sure to give her that envelope every month. And then the unthinkable happened, and Rabbi Ovadia Yosef was nifter. Now, the Rav's passing when he was nifter was tragic for the entire Klal Yisrael. He was one of the Gedolei Hadar, holding up the foundations of the world, right? Remember, when a Gadol is alive, his Torah, it holds up the world. So when they're nifter, literally there are pillars that are holding up the world that go away. And the whole world was affected. The whole world was affected. Gadol Hadar. However, for her, it was like the impact was not to be believed. Like, okay, now what? I have no other way to provide. It's not like I was working on myself these years, and that's what my support was. Now what am I supposed to do? What's going to be? And for a short while, her family again lived on the very, very basics, and eventually it was impossible. After 5 months, she could not do it. She boarded a bus to Yerushalayim, and she went to his kever. And the same thing, she went there, she was about to start speaking, and she couldn't speak. She burst out crying. She said, I can't do it. 3 hours. 3 hours she cried and davened there. She finished the entire Sefer Tehillim. Finally, she took a bus back home, drained, exhausted, just unbelievable. She gets home and she collapses, falls into a deep sleep. And in her dream, Rabbi Ovadia Yosef comes and he says, stop crying. In a dream, Rabbi say, after he was nifter. Stop crying, he said, very gently. He said, don't worry, I'm going to continue helping you. I will continue helping you after my passing. Just like I did when I was alive, okay? On Thursday, this Thursday, there's going to be a bris milah, okay? It's in a dream, true story. This Thursday at 1 p.m. in Beis Yisrael, some hall, there's going to be a bris in Yerushalayim. You're going to find a man whose name is Shalom. You're going to go over to him and you're going to tell him, I sent you. Rabbi Ovadia Yosef sent me to you. She woke up like a little bit scared. Like, was that Navu? Like, what in the world was that? A little bit of relief. Like, now she has a mission. And didn't tell anybody about this. Okay, Thursday arrives. She makes her way to Yerushalayim. She goes to the Beis Yisrael hall before 1 o'clock. And now she's like, okay, she sees people coming for her bris. She's like, okay, whoa. Like he clearly knew about the bris. She walks inside and she goes into the ladies section and she starts asking people, like, do you know who this Shalom is? Do you know who this Shalom is? And sure enough, just like Rabbi Ovadia Yosef said, he was there. She walks over and she says, you're not going to believe me, but I'm telling you everything I'm saying is the truth. And she told her story to this person, the first time ever meeting him. And then I went to the kever and I davened and then I cried and this and that. And then I went home, I collapsed. And then he came to me in a dream. And he said that there's going to be a bris and I should meet somebody Shalom. So you're that Shalom. That's what I was told to tell you. When she got to the part about the bris, Shalom fainted, or nearly fainted, I should say. In his younger years, Shalom used to help Rabbi Ovadia Yosef spread Torah through the radio. And the Rav once gave him a bracha that he should have a lot of parnasa. By the way, the brachas of Talmidei Chachamim work. And it came true, and he became a very wealthy man. And he said, I'll be honest, I don't know anybody at this bris. I'm only here because Rabbi Ovadia Yosef came to me in a dream and told me to come this Thursday also. And said I should wait for somebody who's going to come over to me, a widow. She became very emotional. He became very emotional. So he said, tell me, how much did Chacham Ovadia give you every month? So she said, he gave me 4,000 shekel every month. 4,000 shekel for 7 years, Rabbi say. He said, from now on, I'm going to give you 4,000 in the month on behalf of Rabbi Ovadia Yosef and 4,000 on myself. So you're going to be getting 8,000 shekel a month from now on, as long as I'm here. That's the story. True story, Rabbi says. So what's the lesson here? There are so many lessons here. So many lessons. The first lesson is just the godless of our Gedolim. They care about everybody. They remember. And they care. Come back every month. Don't tell anybody. No, tell everybody. Tell them it was me that gave you the money. Adrab, yeah, I want everybody to know. Don't tell anybody. Let me give you, I'm not even telling you, 4,000 shekel. You also see something else. That after somebody's nifter, they could still help. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you an opportunity to do a mitzvah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Rabbi Ovadia Yosef this opportunity, and he did it. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu allows even after that it continues. You never know how far things go. When you do certain things, you never know how far things go. I'm sure there are many other lessons here, but I don't want to spoil it for you. Listen to the story and think about it yourself. What does the story tell you about our Gedolim, about our nation, about our Creator, about our Father in heaven? Our Father in heaven also cares about every widow. Let's just appreciate the Gedolim that we have, appreciate our Rebbeim, appreciate the mitzvah of tzedakah, appreciate all this. There's so many different things over here. And try to live up. Like when we hear these type of stories, okay, that's for the Gedolim. No, that could be for you also. You could also do something small, on a much small level. Be there for somebody. Call somebody once a month, right? Somebody that you know needs a call. If there's a widow that you could visit, go. Just do something small, because you never know where that could take you. What that mida keneged mida could be. Rabbi said, when you have an opportunity to do a mitzvah, something in this world to bring more light to the world, jump on it. And if we all do this, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Who knows how much the world could change? Who knows, maybe the action that I'm doing will bring Mashiach. We always say this, you never know if that one thing you did is the thing that brought Mashiach. Or the one thing you didn't do that you could have done, could have brought Mashiach. So grab the opportunities that come your way. Rabbi say, have a wonderful week.